Gravitas, co-presented by Skoda. Kushaq, choose what really matters.
Tonight I want to start with a video. It's the confession of a terrorist, one that Pakistan would surely deny. His name is Ali Babar Patra. He's a member of the Lashkar-e-Taiba. The Indian Army captured him alive during an encounter in Jammu and Kashmir. Earlier this week, he was presented before the press. He confessed how he was recruited by the ISI and the Lashkar, and he described how he was brainwashed and trained to conduct terrorist attacks against India.
ISI मुझे पाकिस्तान आर्मी का ट्रेनिंग सेंटर है और मास्टर था गाड़ी भी के पास है उधर मुझे ट्रेनिंग दी पाकिस्तान आर्मी के 2.5 साल था उसने ट्रेनिंग दी ट्रेनिंग करना हमने एक को जो फायर करें फायर ड्यूटी का फायर में इसका ऐसे करता तो जैसे ट्रेनिंग चालू किया सकता है ट्रेनिंग पाकिस्तान में आ गया था ISI लश्कर में आया था उधर कौन था बहुत से इंसान मुस्लिम तक मुसलमान पे और ये बीट किए आपस में कौन रहा और नहीं होने देती मुसलमानों की तो जब मैंने कैब के अंदर एंट्री की तो मैं 2-3 दिन उधर था मेरा गाना सुन 5 वक्त के गाना सुन गाना सुनता तो मेरे साथ पता हो कि तो कैब के 2 घंटे में जब देखा हूँ कि मेरे साथ कोई ज़्यादती नहीं की तो मेरी गुजारिश ही पाकिस्तान ISI से और पाकिस्तान आर्मी से और लश्कर-ए-तैयबा जो मेरे कमान है वहाँ से कैसे मैंने पाकिस्तान में भेजा उससे गुजारिश करता हूँ मैं ऐसी और काम करता हूँ मैं जिंदगी जीना चाहता हूँ ऐसा
Ali Babar Patra is just one of the many terrorists who have tried to infiltrate and attack India in recent weeks. The trend is quite clear. Pakistan is targeting Kashmir once again. The Taliban's takeover of Afghanistan has emboldened terrorist groups in Pakistan. They fought alongside the Taliban in Afghanistan, and 45 days after the fall of Kabul, they're turning their attention to Kashmir. They're sending terrorists to the region in record numbers. Jammu and Kashmir has recorded the highest influx of terrorists in 2 years. The threat was always there. Now we are seeing it in action. On Gravitas tonight, we'll tell you how the Taliban's rise to power in Afghanistan is directly threatening the security of Kashmir. Let me start with a new report. This is what it says. 50 terrorists have infiltrated into Kashmir since July this year. 50 in the last couple of months. Where did they come from? 2 areas mostly, Pakistan's Punjab province and the tribal areas bordering Afghanistan. These terrorists are active in northern Kashmir. Why is this development alarming for India? Because this is a drastic rise. Remember, cross-border infiltrations had dropped sharply after India's decision to abrogate the special status of Jammu and Kashmir. In 2019, 138 cases were recorded. In 2020, that number had dropped to 23. 138 to 23. Do you see the fall there? Now in 2021, we already have 50 recorded infiltrations in the valley since July. And the year is far from over. The numbers have doubled already. And in 3 districts, Baramulla, Bandipora and Kupwara, foreign terrorists outnumber local fighters. Many of them are members of the Jaish-e-Mohammed and Lashkar-e-Taiba. These are 2 terrorist groups with a known anti-India agenda. They're also known to be friends of the Taliban. They fought with the Haqqani network during the recent offensive in Afghanistan. They're all cut from the same cloth. And they see the Taliban's victory as their own. They want to ride the momentum and target Kashmir after Kabul. India has been on guard. Officials from the Indian Army briefed the media this week about their operations. They've been neutralizing terrorists, they say, almost on a daily basis at the line of control.
That there has been a lot of movement in the launch pad across line of control. You would recall that their infiltration attempt has also been made on 18th when 3 terrorists were neutralized in the neighboring area. Now it shows the desperation of Pakistan when he sees that the peace and stability in Kashmir is something that is not to Pakistan's liking. So there is desperation to send in terrorists to create disturbance and some kind of a sensational strike. In last 7 days, 7 terrorists have been neutralized and 1 terrorist has been apprehended, and 5 of these neutralizations have taken place along the line of control.
7 terrorists killed in 7 days. Infiltration attempts have accelerated after the fall of Kabul. Pakistan is using an old playbook to target Kashmir. Allow me to take you back to 1989. The erstwhile Soviet Union was defeated in Afghanistan. It withdrew its forces. That's when Pakistan began sending battle-hardened terrorists into Kashmir. It used the chaos of Afghanistan to create a security nightmare in Kashmir. By August 1993, 400 Afghan insurgents were in the valley. From 1989 to the year 2000, there were more than 55,000 incidents of violence recorded in Jammu and Kashmir. More than 15,000 terrorists were killed. More than 3,000 of them were from Pakistan and Afghanistan. In the same period, India seized 40,000 firearms, 150,000 explosive devices, more than 6 million rounds of ammunition. I'm giving you all these figures to underscore how serious the situation can become in the Kashmir Valley. 2 decades on, history is repeating itself in Afghanistan. Pakistan has destabilized Afghanistan yet again, and now it is aiming for Kashmir. India's response at this juncture would be critical in determining which way things go. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.
Gravitas, co-presented by Skoda. Kushaq, choose what really matters.